by utilizing these 3 apps, it will really help you stand out. Because if everybody on TikTok is filming at one quality range and you step that shit up a little bit, you're going to stand out amongst the pack. What's going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast. It's your boy, all right? It's your mentor. It's your coach. It's the guy that you hate getting called out by. It's Cole itself. I hope you guys are having the best day of your entire lives. Today, we are talking about 3 apps that I use to make TikTok content, to make my TikTok content. All right. I've actually kind of talked about these apps in the past already. This is going to be more of a refresher. If you've watched me do any trainings on how to edit TikToks, if you've heard me break down how I've made my TikToks in the past. But the reason why I wanted to bring it up is because, again, I'm seeing a lot of you guys not on TikTok. And again, I'm seeing a lot of you guys struggle with TikTok. A lot of you guys making your videos in the app. A lot of you guys struggling with quality. A lot of you guys not being able to reutilize them. There's so many different things. So I just thought I would come on here and talk about the 3 main apps that I utilize to create my TikTok content, to give you guys a, I guess, leg to stand on when you want to create your own. All right. Because again, guys, TikTok is the app that you need to be on, period. Regardless of you wanting to be an online fitness coach, a creator, if you have an online business, you need to be on the fucking platform. All right, you need to be on the platform. Before I get into why, and before I tell you some numbers again, because I want to talk about the analytics on my TikTok and give you guys an example of what's happened in the last 7 days, just to kind of show you what could happen for yourself if you actually got a video to pop. The reason why we're going to keep this one super, super simple is because I actually got a piece out a little bit earlier today because I have a tattoo. Now, for everybody who knows me personally, knows that I'm addicted to getting tattooed. All right. So as soon as I got the opportunity to get one in Kelowna, I'm fucking hopping all over that. All right. I'm going to be getting a tattoo in something called the ditch. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Everybody on video version knows what that is right now. But if you're looking at your arm, all right, right in the inside of your arm, right in that soft spot, that's the ditch. All right. That's the ditch of your arm. I'm going to be getting a shark skull, like the full mouth and the teeth and everything tattooed in there today. Probably a medallion and everything, because we're going to be putting some pieces into my pirate sleeve. So I'm super excited. But that's why I wanted to just get right into this today. I'm not going to waste any fucking time. And I want to talk about these 3 apps again, guys, to get you guys more creative with your content. All right, because yeah, it's all good to do trends. It's all good to film in the actual app. But whenever I'm doing content audits for you guys, or whenever I'm sitting down to kind of give you guys some insight on your content, it looks like a lot of you guys just don't know what you're doing. It looks like a lot of you guys also have a creative block because there's not a lot of things that you can do inside the actual TikTok app. All right, I'm going to explain that in a minute here. But just to give you some analytics, all right, give you guys what could be possible, all right, for you personally. Now, when it comes down to the growth that you can see on your TikTok, it's unmatched. It's unmatched. And I know you guys have heard me say that. You've heard Brian say it. You've heard Caleb say it. You've heard Jeff say it. You've heard Brady say it. All right. As your coaches in the academy, all right, if you're our client right now, if you're not, you should be. As your coaches in the academy, we preach TikTok because TikTok is king. Straight up. It just is. And to give you an example of that, I'm going to tell you what happened to me in the last 7 days. This is the growth, guys, that I've seen in the last 7 days on my TikTok account. All right, number 1, I've had 1.1 million video views. Which isn't honestly that much to a crazy viral TikTok creator who gets like a lot of views. I've seen way more, but I want to break it down. All right, 20.7 thousand profile views, 151,000 likes, 2,900 comments, and 23,000 shares. All right, that's only in 7 days. And on top of all of that, I've gained 17.7 thousand followers on TikTok in 7 days. You guys, the growth on this platform is unfucking matched. This is why you need to be on it. This is why you need to be pushing this fucking app. In 28 days, I've gained over 40,000 followers on TikTok. You can't do that on other platforms. The only other platform that I've seen that happen again is Reels. And I always use him as an example because the homie's the fucking king for this shit. All right, Braden, my videographer, the guy that you guys always ask, Cole, what camera do you use? Cole, who's taking your videos? All this other stuff. Braden, my videographer, he just started blasting out Reels. All right, we're actually figuring out if he has the most viewed reel of all time right now because we're very curious. Kylie Jenner had one that was at, I think it was 74 million views, and he had one that was at 74.6 million views. So we were pretty sure that he has the highest viewed reel of all time. But that reel, his reels, got him from the last time I was in Kelowna, all right, to around, and I think he was at around 50,000 followers to over 200,000 in just over 2 months. TikTok and Reels is what you need to fucking be on if you really want to take your business to the next level. And that is why today we are talking about the 3 main apps that I use to create my content. All right, the 3 main apps I utilize for TikTok to create my content. All right, and yeah, there's going to be a bunch of different things that go into creating good videos, guys, like a hook, like continued text throughout the video to make sure that you're keeping people there the whole time, like little pop-ups to keep people engaged, like little things that are going to shock their minds and make them want to watch longer. But we're not going to talk about that right now. All we're going to talk about is the apps. All right, so let's get into it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1, the first and main app that I utilize to create my TikToks is InShot. All right, InShot. I know you guys have heard me talk about this before, but I'm going to keep talking about it because I see a lot of you guys, again, utilizing the app, utilizing TikTok to create your TikToks, and that's why your creative flow is limited. All right, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there that could create even better videos than me on fucking TikTok, but I don't like utilizing the app. And number 1, it's because I don't think I can control the quality as good. All right, the quality of my videos never turn out the way I fucking want them to when I'm creating on the actual platform, so I create off of it. I also know that in my head, if I utilize InShot, guys, I can then also repurpose that piece of content for Instagram Reels. All right, guys, the app is called InShot, InShot. It's a little orange box in the App Store, and it has a little camera in it that's white. By utilizing this app, by utilizing InShot and playing with the sounds and playing with the overlays and playing with the stickers and playing with all these things, I can then take that same video and I can put it on Instagram Reels with no problem. No trying to find fucking Save Talk or Save TikTok or whatever the hell app is out there that allows you to save TikToks now. I just have my videos ready to go. It will change the fucking game for you. Not to mention, let's say I'm on this podcast right now and I want to turn these 3 things, these 3 apps into a TikTok, where on my TikTok, I would be basically just utilizing this podcast audio. I can do that on InShot. I would take a screen recording of this podcast, upload it to InShot with my videos, extract the audio, overlay it, and bam, I'm good to go. And I know that sounds a little bit more complicated than I make it, but because it is, but it's very easy to fucking use. Very easy to use. It's probably the easiest app out there on your phone. It's basically like using a regular fucking video editor app that you would use on your computer in the palm of your hands. So InShot is the first app I utilize to create my TikTok content. And if you want to start producing better content to make people stay, follow, and engage, I would stress using this. All right, number 2, the second app that I utilize for my content is called Captions. All right, a lot of you guys have been asking me about this, and I know I've talked about it in the past, but I wanted to talk about it again. Captions. All right, it's a little, I think it's blue, but a couple people have told me that it's purple, whatever. It's like a bluish purple app. All right, and the C is white, and it has a dot in the middle, and it's called Captions in the App Store. All right, Captions in the App Store. This allows you guys to put captions over your video. So you make your whole video in InShot, you export it to your phone, you then upload it to Captions, and it will automatically put captions on there. Now, spend the time to edit them. Make sure that everything's spelled properly and all this other crap, because sometimes the app can't pick it up. But what captions does is it allows you to put words on the actual video, because I don't know if you guys know this, but 80% of the video content absorbed out there online right now is absorbed with the sound off. That's why we always tell you guys on your Instagram stories to put captions on there. Don't just post an IG story with no fucking captions, with no explanation of what the story is, with no breakdown of what you were talking about, because people are just scrolling with the sound off. And I hope that makes sense, because you got to realize that 90% of the people are at work. They're at work on social media when they're not supposed to be, so they don't want to have their sound blasting, so they're scrolling without sound. So by you putting captions, putting breakdowns, putting explanations on your video of what's happening and what you're saying, it keeps that person on your video longer. Super simple hack, guys. Super simple thing that you can implement, but it will take your videos very fucking far. And it will also make other people very appreciative of you. All right. And number 3, like I said, we're just going right through this. And number 3, very simple, Canva. All right. I use Canva for everything, including my videos. I will use it for sticker overlays. Let's say I want to get a, if you guys go to my TikTok right now and you scroll down a little bit, you'll see a couple of videos that have a tweet. All right. You'll see a couple of videos that have a tweet overlaid on it, and it's transparent. So you can still see me working out. You could still see me boxing. You could still see me doing stuff. But there's a tweet there and it says a certain quote or a certain breakdown, a certain statement. I did that on Canva. Then I uploaded it into InShot. I put it in the sticker tab. I overlaid it, and bam. All right. On top of stickers, I'll turn around and do my end quote cards. If you guys watch my TikToks and actually watch my TikToks, you guys will see at the end of the video, there's usually always a quote card with number 1, my wolf logo, which is my Amarok Aesthetics clothing brand logo, and a logo made off my face. And it will also have a quote card. Like, fuck other people's opinions. Like, be yourself always and never apologize for it. Like, embrace who you truly are. All right. Follow for more fucking success motivation. Whatever the case may be, there will be a quote card there, and I create all of those in Canva. I create all of those in Canva, and then I just put it into InShot. Guys, these 3 apps are so fucking easy to use. It's insane. And they all go together. This is usually, all right, not the order I use them in either. So what I'll do is I'll actually sit down and I'll think of the video that I'm producing. Yesterday, it was fuck other people's opinions. I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinion of me, because I'm the one looking at myself in the fucking mirror every morning. All right. And that's what I broke down. That's what I went over. That's what I explained. Now, before I did that, I went into Canva and I was like, okay, well, what quote card do I want to create? I'm like, well, fuck other people's opinions. Boom. That's the one I'm doing. Pulled up Canva. I've got my Canva ready right there. That fucking actual quote card. Then I pull up InShot. I put all my videos in there and I create the video how I want it. All right. I put the video here. I cut it. I like trim it, make it a little bit longer, a little bit shorter. I overlay something here. I make everything look better here. Now I got my whole video. Then I upload my quote card at the end. Whole video's done. Then I import my music. I'm not going to teach you guys how to do that though. All right. I'll teach you guys how to do that later on. That's not today. All right. So stay tuned. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Sorry. Hate me, love me. I don't care. You get your music in there. Now you got your video, but it doesn't have captions. It doesn't have captions. So now I export the video. I put it into captions. I overlay the captions, and now I'm good to go. Now you have a video that looks like mine on my fucking page. And not only is it very high quality because it's shot with a professional camera, all right, it has a quote card at the end to wrap up the video to make sure that it's telling the story. It has the captions on there to keep you there throughout the entire video, regardless if you have sound or not. All right. And on top of all of that shit, guys, I can now reutilize that piece of content for Instagram Reels. I can repurpose. This way I can do one video once and use it multiple times. I can post my Instagram Reels on my Facebook story. I can post it on Facebook. I can post it on IG story. Like, I can use it in so many different fucking places that I'm drawing an attention from everywhere. So the 3 apps that I use to make my content are as follows: InShot, Captions, and Canva. These 3 simple pieces of fucking advice, guys, that I broke down on each one of these platforms will help you guys upgrade your content immensely. Immensely. I understand that a lot of you guys just want to do it the simplest way possible and you want to create in the app. And I honestly challenge you guys to do that at first until you get like a little bit of a flow with your content. But after you get consistent, it's time to upgrade. After you get consistent, it's time to upgrade. I've said that multiple times in the past. Don't always play at a low level. Don't always just use the app to create your content. There's other ways that you could be doing it. And by utilizing these 3 apps, it will really help you stand out. Because if everybody on TikTok is filming at one quality range and you step that shit up a little bit, you're going to stand out amongst the pack. All right, guys. So that brings us to the end of this episode of the Wake Up with the Wolf podcast. All right. Again, I wanted to keep this one very short and sweet. Number 1, because I didn't want to waste too much time today. Number 2, because I actually have a tattoo to go to. But before we end it, I do want to say, if you guys got value from this, please go to the Apple Podcasts actual app, scroll to the bottom and leave a review. I would really appreciate that. On top of that, it looks like we are on track to beating our download record this month already, and it's only the 10th. So I appreciate the fuck out of every single one of you guys listening to this. Thank you so much. And if you want me to do an actual video breakdown on my YouTube, all right, because I did create a Wake Up with the Wolf podcast YouTube channel. If you want me to do a video breakdown on how I create my TikTok content, send me a DM and let me fucking know. All right. Love y'all. Peace. What's up, Brady? How you doing?